So today I want to talk about some of the purchases that I've made that have saved me money in the long run. So I'm all about frugal living, but there's certain things that I feel like you should spend a little bit of money of because it ends up saving you money in the long run. So instead of buying things that are cheap to begin with, but may break down over time, I think investing in products that are made to last will save you more money in the long run. So I have a list of things that I know have helped me that I want to share with you guys. So number one on the list is my Brita filter, and I purchased this like about 10 years ago, give or take. And it's basically just this pitcher where you can put water and it filters out clean water. And it's pretty inexpensive. I think I got mine for like 20 bucks or less. I'll have image of one that's similar to mine. But yeah, so I mean, 20 bucks, even 30 bucks if you invest in something like this saves you a lot in the long run because you don't have to continue to purchase things such as water bottles, and you're also not creating waste with all that plastic. But it's very simple. You literally just put it under a faucet and let it filter out your water. If you have like a bigger family and you need more, you can get one of those big ones that actually go in the refrigerator, and it just has like a little nozzle that you can open and get fresh water from. Or you can even purchase the ones that go directly on my cat directly on the water faucet, so you can just get water from the faucet whenever you want. There are a lot of options. I personally, since it's just me, I have a very small one, a very small pitcher, but there are a lot of options that you can choose from Brita specifically. I don't really know about the other brands. I just stick to Brita. Second on the list is something that a lot of pet owners would probably need, which is a reusable lint roller. So lint rollers you can get from any stores for relatively cheap, but of course they're going to run out. If you get a reusable one, you can keep using it and using it. The one I have is basically you run it underwater and all the lint and pet hair come off, and then it's like a brand new lint roller. I can't remember where I purchased mine from. I want to say like TJ Maxx or something. Again, relatively pretty cheap, say like under 15 bucks. I'm pretty sure you can find them on Amazon or something along those lines. But yeah, instead of purchasing or repurchasing lint rollers, which you will inevitably have to, you can get a reusable one and have it last for years. So third on the list, same thing as we're kind of going through the reusable category, and that would be reusable bags. So I specifically am thinking about Ziploc bags. A lot of people use Ziploc bags, but if you get the reusable ones where you can just clean them and then use them again, you're going to be saving yourself a lot of money. The ones I purchased, I believe, were from Amazon. Again, I'll have it linked, and I'll show a screenshot of the ones I particularly have. There's ones that are several sizes. The one I got came with several sizes, I believe 3 different sizes. One was pretty big, and then just a standard like Ziploc for snacks or such. But yeah, that's something that not only are you saving money, but you're also reducing waste as well. Is it called freezer cubes? I'm not really sure if they're called freezer cubes, but this is basically the concept where you freeze things such as soups or even meals in these big containers. So instead of the standard, ice cube size, there's some that are a lot bigger, like a cup or even 2 cups, depending on what you need. What you can use these for are things like soup or anything that you can easily freeze and thaw out. I think at the top of my head, I can only think about soup. Usually, like for me, since I'm only one person, I usually make a big batch of soup and then just freeze them. And then whenever I need a meal or something quick, I can easily take that out, pop it in the microwave or even on the stove if you want to, and have a dinner in like 10 minutes or less. But that also saves you time. It also reduces waste because you're not wasting food. You're not able to eat, the leftovers such as soup on the same day. You can freeze it and eat it at a later time. So that's something that will save you money in the long run. So far I've been talking about things that are relatively cheap, probably like under 30 bucks. Now I'm going to go into the slightly more expensive, but also things that I feel people could benefit from and also save money, as I said. So my next category is a fire stick, and you can buy one for pretty cheap if you wait on sales, which I did. I waited until it was about like $20 for a fire stick. The way you save money in this, just like I did, instead of purchasing a smart TV, I kept the TV, which is actually directly behind me. that I had passed down to me by my sister. So it was free. It wasn't a smart TV, but if you can put a $20 Fire Stick, it becomes a smart TV. So that's another way you could save money. So instead of upgrading and spending a few $100s on a smart TV, you can just keep the TV you already have and just purchase like a $20 Fire Stick and get the same smart aspect to it. Now, the next thing on my list, I would say maybe is a bit controversial, I would think, but I learned this the hard way, and that is to purchase, for me, it would be a MacBook, so an Apple computer, because I know they last longer, they don't get viruses. Before I purchased my MacBook, I had a Dell computer, which was obviously a lot less expensive. It was like, I think $500 at the time, but it basically it didn't die on me, but it started having issues like within like a year or less. So even though I initially saved a few, $100 when I purchased a Dell in the first place, it already started giving me issues within like the year, versus purchasing my MacBook, which I've had for a few years now, and I haven't had a single issue with it so far. So yes, it is more upfront, but I think it is worth saving up for, which is what I did, to purchase a computer that is slightly more expensive, but is going to last you for years instead of 1 year and then start giving you issues. So like I said, a bit controversial because most people are like, oh, well, that's not very frugal. It's, a MacBook costs a few $1,000s depending on which one you get, which is another thing I would say. Don't go for the newest one, which I didn't. I think mine was a few years old when I purchased it. So that alone saves you money. So not buying the really new one and instead opting for a slightly older model, but still good. And still, I think it was still considered new, even though it was a few years old, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's one that I personally really recommend doing, because I used to have cheap computers, but they would always die on me or start giving me issues within like the year. So as I said, I think it is a good investment to save up for a MacBook. So that's basically all the items or products that I recommend that will save you money in the long run. There is a bonus that I have when it comes to things such as furniture or even just things you might want to purchase, which is to buy secondhand, and specifically through Facebook Marketplace. Although you can find things secondhand at thrift stores, I feel like nowadays thrift stores are getting a little pricey versus if you opt to try Facebook Marketplace or even OfferUp. A lot of people are selling things that are almost brand new that they just don't want anymore for like 50% off or even more, depending on how urgent it is for them to get rid of that item. So most of my furniture, I want to say like 90% of my furniture is used furniture, and most of it I found on Facebook Marketplace. So the only thing about that is that you would need some way to transport the furniture, either by phoning a friend that might have a truck or even renting a truck for like the day. But I think when you consider how many hundreds of dollars you're saving, I think it's worth renting a truck to get it. A few examples: when I moved about a year ago and I was looking for new furniture, I was able to get a pretty good condition couch that retailed for like probably $600 new, and I was able to get it for like $125 or around that. I was able to get a coffee table for about $25, nightstand for $25, a lamp for like $5. Like, there's a lot of things you can get for relatively cheap just because people are trying to get rid of it. And what I suggest is, instead of going for the price that they're trying to sell it at, message them to see if they're willing to go down a few $100 or just even like $5 or $10. Most people will agree or meet you like halfway. So something to definitely consider if you're looking for new furniture, if you're just moving out, if you need certain things, I would definitely consider used. I know there are some things that aren't really hygienic, things such as like rugs or things that are made of fabric, but you can always get those clean, or you can always, check before you end up purchasing it. I haven't had an issue, and as I said, most of my furniture is secondhand, and I have had zero issues with any of the things. So I definitely 100% recommend going that route if you're trying to buy new furniture. But yeah, so that's basically all my tips and products that I would recommend if you are trying to save in the long run. I hope this video was helpful, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.